it's Joe. And today is February 18th, which means I am 2 months post stage 3 today, which is crazy. I feel like I always do that, like, oh my god thing. I haven't updated you guys in ages. I'm very sorry. I think I've been waiting for things to sort of, like, stabilize a bit. So, the last time I spoke to you, I was just kind of about to go have my post-op, and that went great, that went fine. They took my staples out. Did it hurt? I don't remember. Do you remember having my staples that hurt?
I think it was uncomfortable.
I think a little bit sore. Fiona was my nurse, and she was lovely. If any of you have ever met Fiona, you will know how lovely she was. How lovely was she?
The loveliest?
The loveliest. She was an absolute angel. And she had a look at everything. She said my Mons resection incision looked perfect. I developed a little hole where where the base of my penis meets my balls. Again, if you remember, I developed a hole in the same place last time where I had my infection. Thankfully, I didn't get an infection this time, but I did have that kind of like little hole opening up. I think it's because lots of different incisions meet there, so it's a kind of weak area. But this time I used Medihoney on it, and because everyone recommends Medihoney for healing, and I swear to God, it healed so much faster than last time. It took months and months for that hole to close up last time, and this time it was just a few weeks, which is amazing. So I'm really pleased that that's closed up. I also was using Medihoney on my fistula. So obviously I went in, and part of the surgery I had a fistula repaired. So if that's the end of my penis and this is my urethral opening, I had developed a little kind of extra hole down here, so I had 2 streams of pee coming out, and it was making it very difficult to, well, basically I couldn't pee standing up because there wasn't a way to get both streams into the toilet bowl at the same time. So that was really upsetting because it was a really big deal being able to pee standing up, and having that for a couple of weeks and then developing this fistula and losing it last time was really upsetting. So when I started having drips again this time during recovery, how far in was it? Was it like maybe 3 weeks?
I think a little less even.
Maybe less, 2 or 3 weeks? Well, no, because I got the catheter out at 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, no, that's right.
I think it was about 3 weeks maybe. I started getting a drip coming from the same place, and I was like, I was really distressed at the thought that the fistula repair might not have worked. Really, really distressing. I started using Medihoney, and I don't know if it was the Medihoney or if it was just time, but it's been several weeks now with no dripping, so it looks like the fistula has healed, which is such a huge relief. And it's amazing to be able to pee standing up and to be able to use urinals again. It's just like such a relief. It probably sounds weird if you're not a trans guy, because, like, you know, urinals, meh. But it's just like one example of just being able to feel normal. It's just really nice to be able to just like do what other guys can, and it's also just really convenient to use urinal. Who'd have thunk? It's because it's purpose built for peeing into. It's just so easy to use. It's just great. Anyway, so that's kind of, I guess, stuff that I was a bit worried about, but that's okay now. One thing that wasn't successful in this surgery was, you know, and I didn't even know that this was an option going in, so it wasn't like I was super hoping that it would happen and then it didn't, but Mr. Christopher said he would try to release my foreskin, because it's been, if you have followed the story of my foreskin, it's been kind of stuck retracted since stage 1. I don't know if that's because of swelling or scar tissue or what, but he said he tried to release it, he tried, and he wasn't able to get it to go back where it belongs, like covering my glands. So, I mean, I'm not like devastated, but ideally I would like my foreskin to cover my glands, partly because, like, I guess it's dysphoria reducing for me. I wouldn't have been circumcised, so it feels more natural to me to have a foreskin, and also because, like, practically speaking, in terms of logistics, a foreskin is really helpful to just like protect the head of your penis and kind of like keep it from being all like jostled about and kind of like knocked around. It's a very sensitive thing to have just like out in the open. So currently for that, I'm trying out using a Your Skin cone. It's like a little, oh, in fact, I believe I have it in my pocket. That was handy. It's a little rubber or silicone cone, and what you do is you can only use this if you have enough foreskin to pull over your glands. So all my foreskin is still there, I haven't been circumcised. I can pull it over the head of my penis just about, but it's tight and it won't stay. So what you do with this to try and gradually stretch it back to where it belongs is you pull your foreskin over, kind of nudge your glands inside it, close it up, and then put this on top, and then it like holds it in place so that gradually over time then it stretches to hopefully stay there. I haven't been doing it consistently yet. I'm having a little trouble like with the logistics of getting it on. I can only get it on sometimes. I don't have the patience for it all the time. But I'm hoping that over time that will help. So that's foreskin. What else do I want to talk about? Balls, getting used to balls. Super weird, and they're such a hassle, but also it's great. It's great to have the hassle, you know, something that's been missing for all this time. So now having those moments of being like, oh God, my balls are in the way, just feels really really lovely. And you know, I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to like what underwear are comfortable, what trousers are comfortable, how to sit that's comfortable. You know, there are certain ways that I used to sit that I cannot sit anymore. And yeah, it's just an adjustment, and it's nice to have the privilege of having that adjustment. And the last thing I want to talk about is bulge, because I know a lot of guys worry about metoidioplasty in terms of, will it give them a bulge that they're going to be comfortable with? Will it look or feel like enough? And obviously I can't answer that for anyone else. I didn't really have much of it. I had like a teeny bulge after stage 2, but because I didn't have balls yet, and balls are what makes a lot of the bulk of your package for, I think, a lot of guys, there wasn't much to speak of. There's still not much to speak of, but when I put on my underpants now, I feel like I do actually like fill out the little pouch most of the time, unless it's like a exceptionally large pouch, which feels really just like such a relief. It feels like so nice to just be able to put my underwear on without feeling like icky. I don't have a bulge in trousers unless they're like real tight, but that just doesn't really bother me now. I don't know if over time it will bother me. I suspect not, but I'll keep you in the loop about that. It just feels really nice to be able to like just, yeah, put my underwear on and feel like there's something there. I think, and I guess this moves on to talking about the Monzeri section, I think part of the having a better bulge is because of my balls, and part of it is that the Monzeri section has lifted everything up a bit, which means that, so before I could put my, thank you for adjusting the ankle, babe, I could put my package into the little pouch in under, pardon me, that was such a weird burp, it was like something trying to escape from my body. I could put my package into the pouch, but then because it was always kind of pulling to come backwards, by the time I like, I don't know, went to the bathroom or whatever, I would always find that it had like fallen out, so I'd have to like readjust it and try and shove it back into the kind of pouch again. And for the first few weeks after stage 3, I kept going to do that, going, oh, let me just like make sure my balls are in the pouch. And every time I went, they were there already. They were already sitting where they belong, and that felt really nice. So yeah, I mean, is there anything else? Am I missing anything?
Don't think so. We're up 9 minutes.
Okay, let's leave it there then. If you guys have any questions at all, please go ahead and ask them. I was considering doing a like bulge show and tell, but I haven't decided 100% whether to do that or not.
Do you want to show them your nip? You can end with
Oh
that.
yeah, that's a good ending shot. I decided to do the most dad thing in history, and I got my nipple pierced. Yeah, I did. Okay, bye.
No, wait, you have to say a thing.
Oh, stay cool. Thanks for watching. Bye.